What's up, guys? Hello and welcome to another video. So today I'm pulling from Acquisition Field Theory and Acquisition Genesis and Easy Grow 2.0. So I've built this little notebook here where I have all the summary sheets from Easy Grow, and I want to talk about some of the ideas that are on this module that arguably I think is one of the best modules that I've ever gone through for client acquisition. There's some stuff in here that is timeless and just so honestly simply profound in a way that really makes understanding acquisition easy, right? Because that's kind of the journey, that's the chapter of the journey that we're in right now, is acquisition. And I think it'd be cool to kind of, have this on the screen, but for today, we're just doing an iPhone video. But the three pillars of client acquisition that I want to talk about are human, stimulus, and action. So Charlie talks about the micro action chain. So basically, for example, somebody in your niche clicks a video, watches the video, reads the description, clicks the link, watches the VSL on the funnel page, believes the social proof, clicks a button to schedule, selects a time and fills in the qualifying information, watches client interviews before the call, shows up for the call, agrees to the agenda, answers questions, listens to the pitch, raises objections, hears rebuttals, is convinced, clicks the payment link, fill in card details, and then press play. So breaking that down, you got to think about it, right? So there's a human, stimulus, and action for each of those steps that I just mentioned. So that's the name of the game for us right now. And I think it was earlier on in either Acquisition Catalyst or Specialist Domination. I think it was a Specialist Domination. Yeah, Charlie talks about operational drag multipliers. So if you think about like the complexity of your business and how complex things could get, it's like a thought experiment. Just indulge me this for a minute. If you're good at math, bad at math, just try to answer this equation here. Just do 1 times 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 1. Now, what did you get? I got 1. Now, think about it like this. If you do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, multiply that by 2, and then multiply that by 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. I think you get the point here. So what is that answer? I'm going to tell you. It is probably something so astronomically high that you have so much different variables at play that it's making your acquisition catalyst strategy so much harder than it needs to be, versus just having a very simple human, a very simple stimulus, and a very simple action. It's like you want them just to take one simple action for one simple stimulus rather than having all of this complexity that drags your business into the ground, right? I'm not Charlie Morgan. I'm not going to try to act like I am. He obviously explains it much better than I do. I'm just kind of filming a video and kind of just sharing the way that I understand it. But the essence of what I'm trying to get at here is each of those micro action chain steps, you want to have as most simplicity as possible. Like you want to have a stimulus that resonates with the audience. And that's what, Sam and I are trying to do. We're trying to figure out what the stimulus is. What is the strategy? What is the fundamentals? And building out that hierarchy for acquisition, right? So we're having a pretty, sort of like an intensive this weekend. We're going to probably sit down. Well, not probably. We're sitting down tomorrow, and we're going to go through all of these drag multipliers and all these variables and probably share on like a collaborative video or something. Just her and I, breaking down the direction that we're going to go. There's been a lot of things going on at my work, so I haven't really been able to kind of like pull my weight per se this week, so I'm going to be kind of jumping in and kind of taking care of some of the things that have been lagging back of Sam's workflows. So that is kind of the stuff I wanted to share. I mean, I think, moving forward, this in hindsight probably would have been better to do on the computer. I gotta find like a better way to do these videos because I want to put them out and I want to make them valuable, for the people that are following along. But honestly, these days today, it's a lot to kind of do a vlog, no word of a lie, like especially when you're doing it solo. But that's not stopping us. I know these videos will be valuable long term, and it's cool to kind of just see the evolution. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to be pulling from a lot more of the contents from Acquisition Genesis and maybe some other parts of Easy Grow and Imperium Academy, just because I think it's good to talk about stuff and give myself at least the space to flesh out the ideas and relate it to you guys for those that aren't involved in the community. So if there's any angles that you want me to talk about or any angles that you like from this video that you want me to maybe, go deeper on, maybe try to elaborate a little bit better, definitely let me know. But that's where we're at today. We're going to have a big weekend, kind of really just, round out this week, syncing up and kind of getting up to speed on the direction moving forward. We're still shooting for those pilot clients. We have an event coming up next weekend, so it's going to kind of be a pretty heavy hard stop at the tail end of next week. So a lot on the board, a lot happening. We'll see you guys tomorrow.